Well, it's week 2 of the Ultimate Schmoedown. Here we go. It's Mark Reilly versus Stacy Howard. Let's do it. I was psyching myself up there.
That works pretty good. The way to jump in this video with high energy and just move on and let's go. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? We're the Cinefanatics. My name's Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And I expended all my energy right there at the beginning. This is a Schmoedown reaction. It's going to be, like I said, Mark Reilly versus Stacy Howard.
So this is the second match of the round 1 of the Ultimate Schmoedown. So this is going into the singles championship, and yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm back. Here we go. All right.
Thanks for saving it.
Yeah.
I was carrying this whole video on my own for a while.
2.3 seconds.
Yeah. Who do you got? Rhetorical question. We already showed our bracket.
We have a bracket. We already told you who we got.
So according to this one, we're both going for Stacy Howard.
Yeah. No.
Nothing against Stacy. We absolutely love Stacy Howard. We love everybody in the Schmoedown, so I mean.
But Mark Reilly is Mark Reilly, and Mark Reilly is a strong competitor. That's who Mark Reilly is.
Mark Reilly's been a champion, and he's still a very knowledgeable person. He's been playing this game, I would say, based on like past experience, history, the person they are, what they know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Reilly.
He's earned the moniker Yodi for a reason. He's a master at the sport. He's a master at the game. It's hard to really pit too many people against a master and not vote for the master. Stacy is a good competitor, but she is very hit or miss, if we're being completely honest. Like, her wins, she puts in good games for, but when she hits those losses, she misses them. She hits those losses, and that's, it feels like it's a very basic thing to say, but yeah, she's kind of spotty at times when it comes to being able to knock out win after win after win.
And the thing I would not really hold back with her is the fact that she is a competitor who's capable of pulling out those answers that you're like, wow.
Yeah, that's true.
How?
Absolutely.
How did you know that? And I mean, there's a lot of competitors that could do that, and sometimes it might just be right question at the right moment with the right competitor.
Yep.
But she's done it before, and she's done it a lot more recently.
Yeah, she is one of those that, to be fair, is capable of winning. Is actually capable of winning this match, but it's just, if you look at stats, if you look at just kind of the ratio of who's won the games and who is technically the strong competitor, I'm going with Mark Reilly.
Hey, Frankie Numbers? Yeah, who would you have winning this? Yeah, that's who we thought too. Thanks, Frank. He said hi.
You have a magic hand also? Wow.
Apparently.
Yeah, so we're going to go with Mark Reilly on this one. That's about it. Not much more needs to be said. Mark Reilly's a good player. Stacy's a good player. Let's get into this match. It's sure to be a good match.
And the record for fastest getting through the opening straight into the viewing of this Schmoedown.
You say that, but wait till you edit it and realize that you're wrong.
Yeah.
This whole title shot thing is just
Mara.
kind of getting me turned sideways, and I'm a proactive person when I want to be. And I think it's time that I just really start putting everything in everyone's face, because, the title shot's there. So, process of elimination says that if the people can play matches and I have a right to play them, then why wouldn't they be playing me? If not that,
she talked to a
maybe
psychologist.
There's a small amount of
Mark Ruffalo.
intimidation factor there.
Yeah.
I definitely am not the greatest player in Inner Geekdom, but if you win a belt because you go 5-0 to get a belt, if you've worked really hard, maybe there's a little bit of fear there. So maybe I need to make fear my weapon. Maybe I need to go hide in the backseat of Robert Meyer Burnett's car, or Anthony Perkins' him in his shower, or any other litany of horror movie references, of which I have many. Those of you that watch the horror Patreon match would know. But I feel like I need to take the offensive on this, because if they're already afraid, I want to make them terrified.
Fear is a great weapon. I think you can wield it to your advantage. If you tried the Leatherface approach, hide in the woods and just jump out with a chainsaw, You could scare them into a title.
I think that I need to get stilts and go full on Jason Machete.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. I have coveralls you can borrow.
Or if I get into a horrible accident, I'll go straight up Ouija.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll haunt them.
Mm-hmm. You could play the match on the Ouija board. You just spell out the answers.
That's
They
something no
really
one's done
can't.
before.
They can't dodge you in the afterlife.
That is terrifying.
I like this. I like where we're going with this.
Yeah.
Did I leave the oven on?
Do you know how to use the oven?
I don't. I guess I couldn't.
That just made me all kinds of happy.
More of Mara and Dan's relationship. That would be great. And now it's time for positive thoughts with Mara and Dan.
That was cutscene in the right direction also.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Ken is signing his contract right now to announce this match because
That was
Ken,
awesome.
I don't want to say you have a dog in the fight because you're a very unbiased person. However,
Did I leave the oven
your
on?
affiliation with Korruption may
Do you know how to use the oven?
sway you towards the side of Stacy Howard, who is competing against Mark Yodi. Reilly.
Let's just call it what it is. You're all afraid that I can't be professional enough to call this match down the middle. And you know what? Maybe you're right. I don't know. Debate it in the chat rooms after this. All I know is I've got duties as a broadcast journalist that I need to contractually fulfill, and I'm happy to do that. And we know Stacy's going to win, so I'm happy to be here.
Look, I would never let anything taint the match. I'm a professional. If you don't believe me, ask my shirt. Ken, two of the all-time greats that we love watching here compete. Mark Yodi Reilly, he's on the Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown. Stacy Howard, one of our favorites. She really proved herself in the league when she beat a guy named after a carrot. And now they find themselves here in the ultimate Schmoedown. It's round number one.
wonder
For
who
them.
that
The
could be.
winner of this faces the kid. And so, Stacy,
Can't think of
Mark,
the name of
how's
any
this one gonna
carrots.
play out?
I'll tell you
Betting
how
it's
gonna
Carrot
play out.
Ellis.
You're going to have the new guard kind of politely
Carrot Top.
removing the old guard. Believe me, it happened. It happens. That's how the game moves forward.
don't mention him.
Stacy's part of, I believe, the next generation, but also admit it, she's been around. She's a veteran. She knows the drill. But she needs this tournament, and we in Korruption know this tournament will propel her to the next level. I love Mark Yodi Reilly. I love him as a brother. I love him as a friend, and outside of Schmoedown. But I know that his days are in the past. He's a former champion. Stacy's a future champion, and that's what this is about.
Just going to get that corruption off the desk as we throw to our pre-interviews. Each competitor had some words to say.
There's a spray for that.
There's a spray for it.
So here we are. It's the tournament. It's the first round, and I've won a couple of these in my time. You know, I kind of want to take a stab at that three-time champ kind of thing. You know, it's good company to be at. It's good to have him here, and I'm looking forward to taking on Stacy Howard. Not anyone to take lightly in the first round.
Hey kids, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but Korruption, as I predicted, is having a great time, if anybody has been noticing. We're killing it in
Stacy looks like
we're
someone you
killing
want to
it in
party
teams,
with at this
and
point.
My girl Stacy here is about to kick
Because she's
Reilly's
rocking a glass of
ass
wine
today.
right now.
Yeah.
Shame and retirement.
I want to
She's
rock a
the
glass of
Horseman.
wine right
She's
now.
rocking a glass of wine
Just turning
hard
a
and
little
just
bit of a
not
theme,
giving
you know,
up
with the Horseman and Korruption.
something.
I don't like what they're
Sure.
doing out there. I don't like that my boys went down to them. Respect the game, but I don't respect what they're doing, running around
Apple
with
juice.
sunglasses, all thinking they're all just wearing black. This is the first guy that did it. All right.
You know, I love nostalgia. We all like
Apple
old
juice doesn't
things,
use foam
museums.
like that.
You know, when I want to
Hard apple juice.
Leave
ultra
foam
like
like
Mary
that.
Tyler Moore, maybe some Columbo, I think, oh, this is great. You know what else was great? Reilly in 2014.
For me, this game
Ooh.
is about respect, and there are very few players in this game that I respect as much as this man right here. He's held that belt. He's held that belt 2 times. I want to help him hold that belt 3 times. Twice is nice, but 3's better. And take it from me, because I know.
Oh, the Merles and the Rogas and everyone who studies and is like a nerd. You know what? I tend to pull answers out of nowhere. Just like, what's the last film from Sidney Lumet? Before the Devil Knows You're Dead?
That's a big...
As I was saying in
All of you
the
at home
before
are like,
watching
"That's
this.
easy. I went to film school and I read a 10-page paper on Sidney Lumet and I knew the answer to that question. Shut up, no you didn't. I win out of nowhere. And it's time for me to win a belt out of nowhere. So that's where I want to take it for my team and for myself, for all the girls and the boys sometimes, you know.
Stacy Howard, I respect you. I'm gonna beat you for the Horsemen, get Korruption out of here, and on and on and on. Can't wait.
Stacy is going to beat Reilly. There's not going to be an upset. She's going to beat him. And thankfully, this is going to be the final nail in the coffin of these poor old men today. Bye!
Well, I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, if she wins, it's an upset for a lot of us who pick Reilly on the bracket.
Yeah.
All right, well, the desk is clean here, and we see Stacy and Reilly. I think keeping it as civil as you could possibly be, but they really want to win this. They know it's the playoff format. They've been in situations like this before. They can compete under the toughest pressure you could possibly throw at somebody in terms of movie trivia. And so, Ken, now we look to the tail of the tape. It's Mark Reilly. It's Stacy Howard. What are these competitors good at?
The tail of the tape going to Mark Yodi Reilly. His strengths include comic book movies, scores and soundtracks, and luscious, beautiful, still growing hair. Unlike me, I'm jealous of that. That's probably why I hate him. Stacy Howard, her skills include rom-coms, all kinds of rom-coms, the ones where the characters are back-to-back on the posters. Kurt Russell and more Kurt Russell.
Who
former
could ever
minor league second baseman
not have enough Kurt Russell? One of our favorites here at the Schmoedown. And we are about ready to get here going. Ken, are you prepared to be unbiased?
Nice to know about Kurt Russell.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good enough to me. It's time for the Schmoedown! There we go. Great throaty crowd here today for the Ultimate Schmoedown. Ken will be doing the honors of introducing...
I thought Mark was banned from using the word
It
throat
would be
ever again.
my pleasure. Introducing first, with a record of 4 wins and 4 defeats and 1 knockout.
Balanced, as all things should be.
Accompanied to the arena by the Lioness, Grace Hancock, representing Korruption. This is Sassy Stacy
It's a good song for her.
Howard.
Oh, she upgraded from the glass.
Stacy and
Whole bottle
she's
now.
got the Lioness accompanying her, and I believe she's accompanied
Looks even
by
better.
a bottle of rosé.
And there is a lot of rosé going on up there. We got different shades of
Oh,
red.
no, the glass is still there. Never mind.
A pre-game drink. That,
Oh, boy.
my kids, is not apple juice. Oh, look.
She licked the bottle, Ken.
Yeah,
That-
She licked the
Yep.
bottle.
That's
Our fair followers and viewers is also not apple juice.
Close enough.
And her
Could get
opponent
much closer.
for the lifetime single
It's a cider.
of
It's an
10
adult
wins,
apple juice.
6 defeats,
I mean-
and 3 knockouts. Accompanied to the ring by Dangerous Denmark, representing the 5
It's
horsemen.
like a combination of the two. I love it.
Mark Yodi Reilly.
There's Reilly, and there is Dan Merrill right behind him, the classic leather
Big hug.
Superman jacket.
I was like, he came out holding up 2. They become the 2 horsemen.
Pay for this out.
Yeah, 2 today.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
maybe it was going to be some sort of corporate sponsor, but no, it is Superman through
Representing
and
the 5.
through. Dan Merrill walks Reilly. He greets Stacy Howard, a jacket first inspired by Matthew Kearns, and then Reilly decided he would buy one.
Look, I you know, as much as Riley's on
Nice.
the side, look at that man. That is a man who belongs on a boat in Newport Beach. Wind in his hair, glasses.
Accurate.
I
Accurate.
love that.
It's like
I
you might
love
be
that.
driving a motorcycle down to Newport Beach. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you are no stranger to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown and the Ultimate Schmoedown playoff format. I will give you the round 1 rules. This is a courtesy to everybody watching. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. This kind of handsomeness is totally free on YouTube. In round 1 challenge, if you need to refill your glass of rosé.
And this kind of
Mark,
handsomeness,
are you
we have to pay you for.
ready to go?
I am ready, Mark Ellis.
Yikes.
And Stacy Howard, how you feeling?
I'm not paying anyone.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms
And
up.
here we go.
It's a
Let's get
joke.
ready to Schmoedown. I like the moxie I'm seeing off Stacy Howard. I got to be honest with you.
Question 1. What did I want?
You want to go ahead. Let's
I
see if you
do
can,
want it.
see if
All
you
right.
can not give away an answer.
I apologize for that. I served a 4-game suspension. We move
Nice.
on.
Never going to live that
Question
one down.
comes in the category of action/adventure. Action-adventure. Who played Effie Trinket in the Hunger Games franchise?
So, Grace Hancock walked on. She does a podcast. Excuse me. She does a podcast with Alicia Gamer.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Grace and Alicia have lives. I actually named that show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's really stupid that I'm blanking on her name right now.
3,
Got it.
1. Pens down. Going to you.
No!
Elizabeth Banks.
It is
correct.
Elizabeth Banks. She had
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks. Well, there's Elizabeth and Bah.
And we move on to your next category.
Why does she have to have a long name?
Horror/horror.
I'm not giving myself the point. I had
Me
it.
again. Got the first this one. Which
Dang it.
actor starred in the 2004 Stephen King adaptation Secret Window?
I was not a fan of this movie.
Yeah, we got DC on the
We all know I had Elizabeth Banks, right?
I'd love to
Yes.
We know I was there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to you, Stacy.
Johnny Depp.
It was Johnny Depp. Mark Reilly.
Didn't get it. Thomas Jane? That's not it.
Howard
Johnny
Thomas
Depp. Jonathan Depp.
Blood.
Third question comes in the category of dramas. Who played opposite Kevin Spacey as a fellow negotiator in the 1998 action thriller The Negotiator?
I'd say that's an apt title for that movie.
What's Christopher Plummer doing this weekend?
He said, "Gee, what a
Speaking
good
of long
movie."
names.
I love how I didn't even look at the screen when they were asking. I just heard Kevin Spacey and I just started writing.
5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, and a 1. Pens down. Going to you, Mark.
Denzel Washington?
It is not Denzel Washington. Does Stacy have it?
Brad Pitt.
Nope.
Looking for
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Mace Windu and Phil.
Nick
All
Fury
right,
himself.
move on to crime movies. Drew Goddard directed
Goddard.
this 2018 crime drama starring Jeff Bridges, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm,
yes.
and Chris Hemsworth.
I know it. What?
It's an all-star cast, man.
Yeah, and it's Goddard. It's Goddard. I've heard it both ways.
Go Goddard.
Goddard. I'm gonna go Goddard as well. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Am I
1.
right?
The title to write out. Did Stacy get there in time?
Bad Times at the El Royale.
She got it.
Oh, that's right.
Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yes.
A movie I actually really enjoyed last year. Bad Times at the El Royale.
No.
I
I
liked it.
completely forgot about that. That's right.
Good movie.
All right, thank you, Bob Costas. Question 5. In the category of fantasy/sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. What 1981 fantasy epic tells the story of King Arthur, Merlin, and the sword that was pulled from the stone?
You know, you say Bob Costas, the first thing I think about the Sochi Olympics, the big guy, like, he just refused to not be on air.
Yeah, you know.
The guy's been professional, but again, look at your eye. Come on.
5, 4.
It's gross, Bob.
3, 2,
Wait.
1. Pen.
Oh,
Answer
I feel
starting with
dumb.
Stacey.
The Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
No.
That's what I had.
It is a sword.
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Oh, okay. I feel better now.
All right.
Because I literally.
Category,
Sword in the Stone was not 1981.
Sword and Stone was like 60s.
Yeah.
The Disney animated.
Wait a second. Oh, he's doubling up.
I was about to like.
In what 1990s comedy
Okay.
does Christina Applegate's character Sue Ellen Crandall fake her way into an executive assistant job in order to take care of her 5 siblings?
You need to start writing now.
We've all been there.
Nope.
Absolutely. The 90s, man. Love that decade.
Yeah, that's right.
I had hair and a future.
You had a ponytail with it. 5,
I would have started writing. if I
Wow,
knew
that's a
it.
long title.
2.
Repeat the question.
I could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. He already knows the answer. He just knows it's a long title he's got to write out.
Crandall fake her way into an executive assistant
I
job
love this
in
movie.
order to take
It's one of
care
those situations
her
where the
5
amount of time it
siblings
takes
for
to
the
actually put
summer.
down the answer is not long enough to actually put down the answer.
Rule there.
Now scribbling.
Yeah.
Scribbling furiously, Stacy Howard seems to have already had her decision made.
Stacey clearly killed the person on
5,
stage with that
4,
stare.
3.
I really do love this movie.
1. We go pens down, and we're going to go to Stacy first. Did you have it?
Don't tell mom the babysitter's
You're
dead.
That is
damn
correct.
right. You're right on top.
Ah,
of that,
okay.
Rose. Does Mark Riley have it?
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Got it.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
I won't.
Stare at.
Mostly because I don't need a babysitter anymore.
Seriously, is RB3 dead? Did Stacey murder him? Look at that. I love this. Is what we do in Corruption. These icy stares.
There's like Blake Lively in that movie.
As soon as
All right.
Sue Ellen Crandall, I'm like,
Question
start
7
writing.
comes in the category of anime.
You're going to need all the time.
In Finding Nemo. Not Leonard Nemo. In Finding Nemo, who voices Gil, the fish living in the dentist office aquarium that is the leader of the tank gang?
A simple Favor is the name of the movie. The Blake Lively was in that Stacy reminded me of.
Yep.
Leonard Nimoy's candy on The Simpsons. My favorite candy on The Simpsons.
I like Mark Hamill and Dr.
What's the nickname they give Finding Nemo?
2 and
Shark bait.
1.
Ooh,
Round
Yeah.
for answers.
Yodi.
Willem Dafoe.
That's
It
correct.
is Willem
Tie
Dafoe.
game.
Gene Hackman.
Willem Dafoe. Willie Duff.
Tied up at 4. To move into our last question in round number 1. This is a Patreon question, and it comes to us courtesy of Jeremy.
Oh, I'm tied with him.
Hastings. How about a hand
JTH.
for Jeremy? Thank you,
JTH.
Jeremy, for supporting the show. Check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown
Which I'm sure stands for his name.
Yeah, it stands for Jeremy the Heckler, who wants to call me My Little Pony.
No, it definitely stands for his name, because I know that's correct.
Oh.
Fearless leader known as Fearless Leader in 2000's The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Now, here's the thing. I can never spell his last name right.
Great show, Ken. You are now the proud
I
So-
sponsor
don't
of
think
the
we're
day.
saying the same person.
If you haven't seen it, it
Maybe.
sounds weird.
Yeah, no.
5, 4.
We're going phonetically here. I can't remember how to spell his last name.
Next down, going to Stacy Howard first.
Robert De Niro.
That's correct, my boy.
What?
I actually might have spelled it right.
Stacy Howard pulling a Josh
Shut
McCougar.
up, that was right.
Does Mark Reilly have it?
I just guessed.
Robert De Niro.
Robert
It
De
is best for the
Niro.
title.
Well, I guess I did. Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Rosé, Stacy, it is working for you.
That rosé.
His last name is a simple spelling.
I know how to spell his first name.
5 to 5.
I should hope so.
Yeah, that's
At the end of round
Oh.
number 1. And now we go into round number 2. This is known as
Tied
the
with them.
wheel round. The new wheel. The wheel of fate, doom, / justice.
BB gum.
And I will point out to everyone watching here today that a wheel slice for today's match was sponsored by one of our Schmoedown patrons, and that wheel slice is animated movies. So if either one of our competitors spins animated movies, Ken, we will reveal the name of that patron. Yodi, Reilly, Stacy Howard, you're tied. Yodi, you are a former champion. You won this way back in the year 2014, the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Yeah.
We were all so young and all had hair like yours. Would you like to spin, or would you like to defer to Stacy Howard?
I will defer to Miss Howard, please.
Stacy takes a sip
big-
out of her goblet,
big gulp, big gulp.
and she
Call that spin
handles
juice.
yourself with class over to the wheel.
Hitches up the britches and
You may spin from the pegs. They are. We had a
that's a good
long
spin on that wheel.
conversation about the formation of this new wheel, and we wanted the pegs to be spinnable.
Truth.
She
More
almost
movies,
spun
more
a
movies.
spinner's
You wanna spin
choice,
again?
but she lands on war movies.
She's gonna spin again. Yes.
I would.
There she goes. Round and round goes the wheel. She might have spun America's Sweetheart.
Ooh. That might be a strength.
Feeling it here today, Ken. She spun Julia Roberts.
All right.
It would be for Christian.
For professional reasons, you can ask the question. Stacey.
That sounds fair to me. Stacy, are you and the remainder of your bottle of wine ready for Julia Roberts' questions?
Come at me, Julia.
All right. I'd like to inform the crowd she's not actually here today. Although Miss Roberts is watching from home. Hi,
You
Julia.
don't know that.
Your first question of 4. What male actor did Julia co-star with
Duplicity.
in the 2009 film Duplicity?
Oh,
Antonio
Tom Bowen?
Banderas?
2 points.
Oh, no, that's right.
And Stacy pulls ahead by 2 over.
I don't remember
Riley with
Duplicity.
3 questions remaining.
Yeah.
Your next question. In the film Pretty Woman, why does the guy driving past Vivian and Kit want a freebie?
It's his birthday.
It is his birthday.
Oh.
What a creep. You're not entitled to that just because it's your birthday, kids. You get a free cake
Shout
at
out.
Applebee's.
Shout out to Laura San Giacomo, Kit DeLuca.
Yeah.
All right.
She was great on Just Shoot Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Your next question, Stacy. In 1989's Steel Magnolias, what kind of business does Dolly Parton's Truby Jones own where the group of women spend most of
like
their
a
time?
It's a
Bake
beauty
shop?
salon.
It is a
Oh,
beauty,
beauty salon. Okay.
Would you let her
Stacey
answer them?
Howard Making pretty good friends with that new
Do
wheel,
what you
I would
want.
say, Ken.
Crazy kid.
All right, Stacey, your last question. In the wild, wonderful world of Julia Roberts, who has taken multiple pictures with our own Christian George Harlow. 1988's Mystic Pizza is set in a small coastal
So,
town.
pizza restaurant.
In what New England state.
Massachusetts.
The New England state of
So many
pizza restaurant.
Dang it.
Where does Mystic Pizza take place? At a
I
pizza
want
store.
multiple choice because I know you're going to say like Massachusetts, Maryland, Connecticut, whatever.
Yeah. New England states, yes.
It's all the same.
3, 2.
So Massachusetts.
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal, Mark Reilly. What state is the small town located in?
Rhode Island.
We're looking for Connecticut. Connecticut.
Dang it!
Wow.
I said it though. Can it count? I said it out loud.
Contrary to Stacy's belief, Maryland is not a New England state.
Damn you, Rosé!
All right.
But still a very nice round.
Very nice round.
Stacy
Still
Howard.
good, still good.
There
It
is
sounded good.
definitely pressure.
That's
on,
quote of the year right there.
Reilly to spin. True fact, this wheel recovered from the wreckage of the Titanic.
Yeah, that wheel was submerged for quite some time.
Yeah.
Wanted to thank our director friend James Cameron
That one's been
for
working
digging
out.
it out. And Reilly,
Drama. Do you
he
want
put his
drama?
hand on drama as though that's what he wanted, but now he seems to be balking at it. He's spinning
He's
again.
going to spin again.
Nope.
Spin it again.
Spin again. Spin his head. Spin his head.
Round and round it goes.
Where's it land? Oh.
He could have drama again, Ken. I think that's what
There it
we
is.
got.
The fates have aligned. Drama it is. Drama it is. 4 questions in the category of drama, Mark Reilly. First one. What is Bradley Cooper's character's name in A Star is Born?
Jackson.
His first name.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yes, it is.
That's correct.
Jackson, Maine.
All right, sorry. Tell me something, Yodi. All right.
I was about to start singing that too, and I was like, I don't need to.
Question two.
Glad Ken did it.
In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, who played the stuttering Bill Bibbit?
Chucky.
Billy Bibbit.
Brad Dourif.
I feel like he knows this. I feel like he would.
He's debating. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Danny DeVito.
Incorrect for 2-point steal.
2-point steal.
Ooh.
Brad Dourif.
Your answer is 5,
Caress
Also,
everyone.
Grandma Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings.
No.
2.
I don't know.
1. Brad Dourif, Grima Wormtongue.
Would not have known that at all.
Himself.
Brad.
All right.
Okay, did you watch this
No,
before?
what? No, she just said, is that the guy who does
Don
Chucky?
Cheadle and Joaquin Phoenix star in what historical drama?
Walk the line?
Historical, not autobiographical. Good graphical words.
This is the ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament.
Also, Don Cheadle wasn't in that.
No, ain't no 5.
Hotel Rwanda?
3.
Joaquin Phoenix is in that?
Multiple choice.
A. Miles Ahead. B. Buffalo Soldiers. C. Hamburger Hill. D. Hotel Rwanda.
I don't remember him being in Hotel Rwanda.
Don Cheadle was, but
Yeah, Don Cheadle was. I don't remember Joaquin Phoenix being in that.
Need an answer soon here.
Coming down at 5.
I would go A or B.
Repeat the multiple
I'm
choice,
thinking
please.
B or
A.
C.
Miles Ahead. B. Buffalo Soldiers. C. Hamburger Hill. D. Hotel Rwanda.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Buffalo Soldiers.
Incorrect.
For the steal,
Stacy.
Stacey.
Miles Ahead.
Hotel
are A, Miles
Rwanda?
Ahead, B,
That's
Buffalo
correct. She didn't
Soldiers.
need it.
She got it.
She got
It was Hotel
Got it.
Rwanda. I
Okay.
don't remember Joaquin Phoenix being in that. Wow.
Big steal. She's up 12.
It wasn't that long ago that I watched that
That's
movie.
right. So Reilly, look, we're going to round 3 regardless, Ken, but he could really do himself a favor here if he gets a 2-point question correct.
Sure
and he's only
could,
trailing
there, Mark.
Stacy by 3 going into round number 3.
All right. Your 5th
Be
question.
doing our brackets a favor, too.
Question.
Yeah.
What country does the character of Penny Lane go to at the end of Almost Famous?
Great, now I got Penny Lane stuck in my head.
Multiple choice.
A.
Oh.
France. B. Morocco. C. Spain. D. Portugal.
Spain.
I think it's Morocco.
B.
That's correct, Morocco. That's correct for a
Ooh.
point. He has two JT rules used by Mark Reilly, right? No, excuse me. I marked that down wrong.
That
All right.
is one JT rule
right.
used by Mark Reilly,
All
and
right.
can we
I'm
progress to
drunk.
round number 3?
Yep.
Stacy Howard trying to pull an upset here, 12-8. She leads Mark Yodi Reilly by 4 points.
All right.
Round number 3 works as thus. Each competitor is going to get in the cushy position of enjoying a 4-point lead. What three numbers would you care to have in round number 3?
6, 12, 16.
6, 12, and 16 it is. And Mark, Yodi, Reilly, what feels lucky, Punk?
7, 19, and 17.
7, 19, and 17. All right, Ken Knapsack will be.
Like what they were doing with the numbers there.
Yodi, Reilly,
Saying them.
and
6,
Ken,
16, 7, and 17.
Joe Theismann's number, what's it correspond to?
It would correspond to sports. Sports
Hey,
movies. Look at that. 2 point
One
question.
fan of sports out there.
2 point question. Name
Remember the Titans.
the 2 co-leads of.
Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes.
Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
That's 2
Boom.
points.
Nice.
That's 2 points.
Maybe the greatest.
Let's go,
sports movie
Yodi.
of all time.
Well, okay, we do have basketball out there. All right.
Trey Stone and Matt
Number
Parker.
19.
Awful.
That comes in the category of Cameron Diaz.
Cultish.
Cameron Diaz.
That.
Point question,
Oh.
Riley.
Nope.
In There's Something About Mary.
Matt Dillon.
Plays private detective Pat Healy, who Ben Stiller hires to find Mary.
Matt Dillon.
3 points. 3 points to take a lead.
Ken the Beast has been awakened.
Let's
Mark
go, Reilly.
back on the answering questions correctly track as we knew he would get on. And now the onus falls back on Stacy Howard, who is suddenly down by 1, and she has her 2-point question coming up. Stacy, you selected number 6 for your 2-pointer. And that corresponds to the category of wine movies. I'm kidding. It corresponds
Hey.
to the category of dramas. Dramas. And your
It's
question
wine
is,
movies.
who won a Best Supporting Actor
Mahershala
Oscar
Ali.
Mahershala Ali,
in
yeah.
2016 for his role in Moonlight?
Mahershala Ali.
2 points for Stacy Howard. She is back on top.
All right.
And now it is
Very well
two
deserved
tie time
for that
an
award, too.
All-time legend, Ken.
It is. Mark Yodi Riley, you chose number 17. Number 17, that is the category of 2000s.
Here we go.
2000s.
Gotta get this one
It's
right.
going to be a 5-point question. 5-point question to take the lead here or lose the game. What famous English comedic actor plays the eccentric billionaire who funds the race between strangers?
Fawlty Towers.
2001's Rat
John
Race?
Cleese.
Yeah.
5, 4,
I was thinking Rowan Atkinson. I know he's in that movie.
2.
Repeat the question.
What famous English comedic actor plays the eccentric billionaire who funds the race between strangers in 2001's Rat Race?
It's like Monty Python, Fawlty Towers, The New Q.
Does he get this?
Now is the time.
And so it is 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. Final one. What famous English comedic actor plays the eccentric billionaire?
I'm hoping
who
he
funds the
knows it and
race
he's just
between
pulling
strangers
this.
in 2001's Rat Race?
It's not a Mark Reilly move, but
Stacy Howard and advancing to round 2 of the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Oh, coming down the pipeline here for Korruption. 5, 4,
This will be an upset.
3, 2.
John Cleese.
Oh!
Got it!
Yes! Yes! That was awesome.
did he know it the entire time?
Yes, he did.
What a
Big pull.
what an answer! You know, I'd love to talk to
I
Reilly. at
love
some point
that.
In some pub in the near future, did he know John Cleese? Did he spend all his? Did he have to use that 45 seconds to come up with the answer? What a pull by
Unbelievable.
Mark Reilly! And now
Some call him Tim. All right.
pressure falls on Stacy
Tim the
Howard,
Enchanter.
who has a 3-point question
Yeah,
that is pretty much
he was
gonna be a
Tim.
warm-up for
That's
her
right.
5-pointer Because she's down by 4. So she can get this 3-point question right. Maybe it helps some fantasy numbers. I'm not sure how it works. We're going to ask it anyway. Stacy, for your 3-pointer, you chose number 12. And that corresponds to Oscar movies. And your question is... Emma Thompson won the Best Actress Oscar in 1993 for her role in what movie based on the book by E.M.
Sense and Sensibility? Was that 93?
Remind everybody once again, this question does not matter.
Emma?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
I can ask that certainly again. It's category number 12. Emma Thompson won the Best Actress Oscar in 1993 for her role in what movie based on the book by E.M. Forster?
Five, 4, 3.
Far from the Madding crowd.
Looking for Howard's End.
Howard's End.
I
Okay.
stole my 5-pointer though. I stole my 5-pointer.
This is correct.
They got her 5-pointer.
That's-
And
Ooh,
now
good thing that wasn't Howard's
time
End.
of reckoning for Stacy Howard. She gets this 5-point question right.
It's
She
right
moves on
there.
to
It's right there.
Mark Ellis didn't make that joke.
It was
If not,
right
Mark
there.
Reilly is going to score a come-from-behind victory.
Nice.
Stacy, you selected number 16 for your 5-pointer, and that corresponds
comes.
to the world of comedy, where I'd usually laugh, but it's way too serious for that. Although these movies are very funny. Stacy, your 5-point question, world comedy. In the 2008 film Step Brothers,
Uh-oh.
Dale and Brennan plan to start an entertainment company. What is the name of their company to be?
Oh, no. Ooh, can she get it? That's it. Oh, so close.
Go to 5, 4.
Prestige Worldwide.
And your winner,
I can't remember.
Sassy!
Wow! Nice!
Pulled it out in the last second.
Kalinowski shows up!
Cohort. Giving Grace a hug and Stacy a hug. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's gonna choke.
Wow, Ken, what an achievement by Stacy Howard. Hey kids, I'm still going to say drinking doesn't pay off, but for Stacy Howard in this one action scenario, it certainly did her well. She came up with Prestige Worldwide to get the 5-point question after Mark Reilly had pulled John Cleese out of his career to force the hand of Stacy Howard. What a match, what a
Wow.
the playoffs we were hoping to see.
I'll tell you what.
Well,
Welcome to the Ultimate Schmoedown, folks.
My favorite 5-point question answer.
This is how it
One of
goes.
the best finishes I've seen in a close 1918 game. Reilly proving why
we may have some words to talk about after this is over.
If we can.
So happy for Stacy, of course, but I got to be professional.
We haven't been known to do well with words before.
Before we throw to Jen Sturgeon,
Good point.
the interview with the winner and a loser.
Yeah.
Your thoughts now that the match is over and you can kind of show your colors a little bit more. What does this mean for Korruption, for Stacy, for you?
Well, I'll tell you what it means for Korruption. It's a place we know where we belong, but for Stacy Howard, this is the validation we know she has deserved.
Yeah.
To move on in this tournament, we know Kalinowski.
Yeah, this is a good win for her.
We know Chances of Wonderkin. We've seen Tim Franco come in with a big surprise, but Stacy Howard is one of the most underrated players in history of this game, and we want the spotlight to shine on her, and I think that's what today is about for Stacy Howard.
All right, well, the spotlight is about to shine on the winner, Stacy Howard of Korruption. She is standing with her own Jen Sturgeon right now. Jen, take it away.
Thanks so much, Mark and Ken. Stacy, congratulations on your first round win. I feel like this is becoming a thing for you. You beat Mark Ellis in 2017, and now you're here beating Mark Reilly in the first round of the singles tournament.
Got to go against a
How are
Draco.
you feeling besides drunk?
Oh, all the marks are dust before me. You know, the rosé steered me in the right way today. I pulled a lot of answers.
Apparently
out of
she's
nowhere.
gonna be a rapper
Those
next.
Context clues. Okay, 3rd grade English.
Wiki,
everyone
wiki,
learned
wiki.
it.
The
So yeah,
rosé
I feel-
steered me in
I
the
feel
right
lucky, I
way
feel
today.
talented,
In the
I
white way?
feel
White way.
comfortable, maybe a
Ooh.
little bit
You should
That's
probably
a-
just stop.
like
You should
11
just stop
years
right there.
old, and I'm not,
Julia Roberts, I saw your face light up when you landed on your wheel. Your Lord and Savior, Julia Roberts.
the jewel of my heart. She's amazing.
Julia
And of course,
of
I love
your
rom-coms
heart.
and all female actresses, so yeah,
We can keep going, folks. This is...
And you guys about to be feeling pretty good because obviously a win for Stacy Howard means a win for Korruption. Grace?
Yeah, I mean, I'm, again, never surprised. Everything I touch is turned to gold, and we're just happy to finally put the Horsemen out of their misery and finally put them down like the animals that are old like they are.
Mike Kalinowski, any words for your team?
Nope, that was good.
Sums it up. She did phenomenal. And the Horsemen, you know, they're legends. They are legends, but that time's passed. You put down the animals that serve no purpose anymore.
And Stacy, I gotta say, that last question, we were all wondering whether or not
The
you
Horsemen
knew
are
it.
still going to be around
How did
after
you
this,
come
just
up
so
with
we're
that
clear.
answer?
At first, I thought it was Entertainment 720, but that's from Parks and Rec, so it wasn't
Yeah.
it. And then I remembered their little
It's true.
video they make. Prestige, Worldwide, Boats and Hose, So I was like, that's the answer, and it ended up right in the end, which I know.
That's my favorite cereal, by the way.
Well, you went with the Josh McCouga
Boats
method,
and
which
Hosts?
is drinking until you know the answers today, and it paid off for you.
How's that a
So
cereal?
congratulations, you're going to be facing, I don't know if you know this, you're going to be facing...
That's the $1 million question.
Don't answer.
That's the $1 million question.
He's new around here, you'll find out. All right, well, best of luck to you the next round, and congratulations, Korruption. I never thought I'd be saying this.
Boats and hose indeed. Can Stacy maybe throwing some unintentional shade towards Brendan the Kid Myers' way, but we're going to have a barn burner on our hands coming up in round number 2.
Oh,
that's going to be good.
I'm ready. Let's just roll it now. No? Okay.
Where's Burnett when we need him?
We'll wait.
Avocado shirt on with your toast. Just give Stacy the respect.
Hey, I was giving
Not
her
doing
the
us any
respect before
favors is
she
what
defeated me
he's
in an
doing.
ultimate Schmoedown setting.
Ever.
And she has now defeated another famous Mark. I would say one that belongs on the Mount Rushmore of the movie trivia Schmoedown. However, he finds himself on the short end of the stick here today. That is Mark Yodi Reilly, and he is standing by with Jen Sturgeon.
That's right, guys. He may have lost today, but I can safely say I'm standing between two of the greatest players of Schmoedown history right now. Mark, I know that did not go the way you planned, especially once you pulled that final answer. I thought you had this. I wasn't sure that she was going to get her 5-pointer.
Yeah, me neither. That sucked. But, you know, I got to hand it to her. She played a hell of a game, you know, and that's what you got to worry about with Stacy Howard. Sometimes she, you know, you maybe think you can beat her, but she hung, excuse me, she hung in there. She looked like she was having fun, and that was a great pull for that 5-pointer. She deserves to win. Does it change the fact that I'm pissed? No.
Well, you do have a very happy puppy waiting for you out in the lobby, so that'll make
That I do.
Oh, he
And
brought Leia.
Let's say you got drama in the second round. You never know with those kind of broader categories how that's going to pan out for you. And obviously, I'm sure that you wish that round 2 would have gone a little better for you. What made you spin away?
Yeah, I was looking for a strength. Dramas, like you said, is kind of hit or miss sometimes. And yeah, came back around. That's the game, you know. And yeah, some misses there that you know, I'm gonna have to go back and look at. But you know, you play the game. This is what the game is, and you got to just dust yourself off and keep going. Now I'm looking to the teams tournament, all right? Because this one really made me upset. So I would look to that teams tournament for a little bit of retribution there.
Yeah, and a man is never more angry than when he has to prove himself again, right? Oh. Speaking of, Dan, how are you doing over here? How do you feel? Any words of encouragement for your teammate after his loss?
I mean, it's a 1-point loss. It is look, Korruption and the Horseman. They got our number as of late. There's no other way of saying it. I mean, skill, luck, everything has been on their side. But you know, they can do a lot of talking. They talk about we're old and useless. Last time I checked, it was the Horsemen that have an automatic title shot in our back pocket.
That was actually my next question. Is we're all kind of sitting around wondering what you're gonna do with that title shot.
I mean, I'm just saying they got people playing in every single active division in this game, and I think a title shot that can be played anytime against anybody in any division is pretty damn useful. So they can say we're old, but they may be saying that to us as we're taking the belts off their shoulders.
Whew.
Mike?
Guys, when did Dan Murrell learn to cut a promo? Holy shit, back to you guys.
I mean, you are reminded once again, Dan Murrell didn't need to say it, that they have a title shot at their disposal. It's Dan Murrell's title shot, but on behalf of his faction, do you think he spends it sooner rather than later? It seems like it's going that way.
I don't know. To answer Jen's question, I've seen Dan cut a promo on a deli sandwich maker before, and he is intense when he wants to be. He's a passionate, very honorable competitor, and he rises to the occasion. So I like Dan's words as much as I sometimes root against the 5 Horsemen. So yeah, it's a big loss. But Mark's talking about the teams tournament. When he starts putting his focus to something, he'll accomplish it.
That's right. The Horseman, long fabled in movie trivia, Schmoedown, past, present, and maybe future, but today has been won by Korruption. Not because of you. You did a fine job on the desk. Stacy Howard advances to face the Kid Brendan Meyer in round 2 of the ultimate Schmoedown tournament. For Kent Knapsack, I am merely Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon right now. For upcoming live dates, go to the schmoedownlive.com, and for upcoming stand-up dates, go to markellislive.com. We're live here, and we're saying goodnight. Ken, take us out.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wow, so our bracket.
Ready for the graphic. I'm pinning you into a corner. Here we go. Bracket. Busted.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, week 2. That's shameful.
Here's the thing. I think this happened last year, too. I can't remember the specific match, but I do remember early in the tournament last year that there was a huge upset that broke everybody's bracket as well. And we're like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember if that was the singles tournament or if it was the Anarchy teams tournament that was going on that broke everyone's bracket, but this happens before, and this is starting to become a very known habit in Schmoedown. Is when they get to these tournaments, there's one that you think you might know, that anyone who's been watching this from day one might be able to call. Say like this match, for example.
Yeah.
And busted by 1 point. I mean, there's some, like, a small, like, little bit of defense in there. Like, she won by 1 point. But a win is a win, no matter by how much it is.
Yeah, so, I mean, the kicker is going into these tournaments, if you're forming a bracket, it's to definitely pick at least 1 or 2 bracket busters. The key for you when doing that, though, is you got to make sure you're picking the right one, because bracket busters are a risk for a reason. You don't know where they're going to be and when it's going to happen. You know, on this side of the bracket, you have Stacy up against Reilly. There's that. Maybe on the other side, for some people, that might be a Rachel Silvestrini beating Rocco, or nothing against either her or Janine, but maybe Janine beating Kalinowski might break the bracket for some people, especially considering the run that he's been on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these kinds of situations do exist. That's part of the game, as Reilly was saying. That's how the game is played. And everybody who's in the tournament at this point is actually good at the game. All of them. It's hard to say these are upsets when every single player in the tournament is actually a good player.
Yeah.
And so you turn around and say, like, it's breaking the bracket. It's an upset. Like we said at the top, Stacy can be good at times and can actually, like, pull out the wins when needed sometimes. And this was one of those times where it was a great win for her, a solid win.
So now we move forward looking at the rest of our bracket. I mean, technically, yes, our bracket's broken at this point,
but
so the rest of it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the thing is we're in round 1.
Yeah.
So a lot of this may still hold true.
At the end of the whole tournament, this could be the only one that we actually miss.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a very good shot that, like we said in the last video, we have planned for Kalinowski to win this. Kalinowski could still win this. Stacy winning this one match doesn't negate or take out the possibility of Kalinowski still winning.
No, because if we go back and review it, it's hard to say, like, because Brendan Meyer's good. I was pulling for him to do a couple upsets here. The upsets being up against Whitney, because we know Whitney's good, and then up against Reilly. We're at a situation now where it's now Stacy versus Brendan, and my choice there doesn't change. Stacy pulled out a good win here, and she could theoretically do it again against Brendan Meyer. I still am picking Brendan Meyer at this point up against Stacy.
And I think I agree with this. So, I mean, the Cinefanatics bracket changing now still kind of, I mean, it makes sense. We're both agreeing with this, so we're going to move on with Brendan Meyer.
Yep. So I mean, no slide against anybody who loses the games on these, because, I mean, like I said, everybody who's in the Ultimate Schmoedown at this point is a good player and deserves to be there, has earned their spot. So,
but if Stacy beats Brendan Meyer,
that changes things a little bit.
That'll change everything. Everything that, like Ken was saying in this video about her being a highly underrated competitor, that's done. She is no longer going to be underrated. She is now going to be properly rated.
She's earning a spot towards that that championship. But she's got to take out the kid, and then she's got to take out, what's on the other side, down the side, Preston or Lon or Bateman or
there's a good amount still out there. But taking out Brendan Meyer for her right after taking out Reilly, that's going to cement her into like an upper echelon. I think that's your step up into the next realm of competitor.
And if momentum is a thing, as we've seen, specifically with Mike, but we've seen players, Mara's gone on her run. We've seen players go on runs before. Momentum being a thing that is a real huge encouragement and confidence booster. If she beats Brendan Meyer also, she's got that momentum going up against whoever she's got to face on that lower part of the bracket there.
And if I was her, I would also be keeping that rosé pretty handy.
Yeah, I would say, heck, bring it to the next match and see if it provides any benefits to that one too.
Yeah,
that might be her meal ticket, a little
lucky charm.
Yeah,
that will be her Bibiani standing. He stands, she drinks rosé.
Yep.
So that's actually a really nice thing. I'd rather be drinking the rosé.
That's true, because standing requires activeness.
Yeah, and I stand at work all day. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. At least we sit here. But yeah, so I mean, good match. You know, Reilly said sucks for him. You know, it does. It's a bummer. But you know, I'm kind of looking forward now to seeing what him and Ben do in the teams.
Yeah.
Because now he's got a little bit of a fire burning inside of him to try to, like I said, get some retribution.
And Who's the Boss is also an upper echelon team. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially now that you're looking at a teams division that no longer has the Shire Wolves a part of it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of fun stuff happening on the Schmoedown. You need to actually be following them if you're not. Liking, commenting, and subscribing on their channel.
Going to the Schmoedown Facebook group and interacting on there. There's a lot of fun things to talk about. Join the Patreon and jump into the Discord and get, like, the super fan chats that you can have on the Discord.
Get on the $2 tier and you can actually join the fun at the Movie Trivia Face-Off in the fan league over there. So
yeah,
that's fun too.
Maybe be the next, was it Oyama or Chance? They didn't come from the Face-Off because it didn't exist at the time, but fight your way through the ranks of the fan leagues.
You could be the first one to come from the Face-Off into the big league, so join. The other big thing for Schmoedown, though, at the time of this shooting, and then once it goes out, the filming here, and once it goes out, New York will have already passed.
Yes.
So you can't get any tickets to that. But what you can get tickets for is Arizona.
Oh, that's right. Arizona's coming in a couple of weeks.
And
you know who's going to be at Arizona? Bibiani and Chance.
Yeah, it's true. I'm actually really excited to see that match at some point.
You know who else will be at Arizona?
Wildberries and Late to the Party?
That's awesome.
Wow.
You know who else will be at Arizona?
Probably Christian and Mark.
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes before our memory card's full. Let's just start going through the list of every Schmoedown personality that will be there.
Okay, so Chance is going to be there, so that means probably there's going to be at least a few other members of Korruption. Specifically, Tim Frankel will probably be there.
Okay, so let's cut straight to the point. We are going to Arizona, as you may have seen in our previous videos. So you can also see us there.
Be there.
If you want to pick up tickets to the Schmoedown live in Arizona,
and see us, and the Schmoedown,
or in Orlando. Go to the Schmoedownlive.com. You'll be able to pick up tickets to be there in person or the live streams if you're not able to make it in person to those shows. Words.
But if you do show up to Arizona, feel free to come say hi to us if you happen to catch us.
Hey guys!
Because we would love to meet everybody who wants to meet us, because that's just fun. Even though we're not the reason you're going. And we shouldn't be.
Yeah. Anyways, for us, speaking of us, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Cinefanatics MLP. That stands for Method Living Productions. It's his video production company. It does not stand for My Little Pony Jeremy Hastings.
Not now, nor will it ever. I'm not
Anyways.
I'm not a brony.
Yeah. So, nothing against bronies. I just... Yeah.
No, everything against bronies.
Oh, okay. Sure. Also, did you like this reaction? Let us know by hitting the thumbs up and commenting down below what it is you liked about it. And also, above our heads, there is a subscribe button. Make sure you hit that. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always...
Probably would have done better in round one if I had some rosé.
Yeah, we all would have. Later.
See ya. It's just juice, guys.
Just let it sit outside for a little bit and it'll be super juice.